Today news. Chicago Fire has had plenty of exits over the years, but Matt Casey's decision to leave Firehouse 51 was perhaps one of the hardest exits to deal with. The fan-favorite firefighter didn't die in tragedy, but rather he left for love. After years of risking his life in Chicago, Casey packed up his bags and moved to Oregon to look after his late best friend's kids. But his story does not end there, and Casey, after all, found his way back to Chicago and to Brett. Chicago Fire, from Firehouse 51 hero to Oregon Guardian. Matt Casey's story on Chicago Fire has always been about selflessness. After years of being captain of Truck 81, Casey's life took a turn in Season 10 when Griffin Darden, the son of his late best friend, Andy Darden, came knocking on his door. https://u2.be/d6flomdes. Griffin and his brother, Ben, were struggling as their mom was back in prison, and their lives were falling apart because they had no one to look after them. That's when Casey did what only Casey would do. He made up his mind and left everything behind to take care of the kids in Oregon. Saying farewell wasn't simple. Sylvie Brett, his fiancée, made an effort to support him in his choice, but maintaining a long-distance relationship was difficult. But he had made up his mind, and Casey's decision to relocate wasn't just about leaving Chicago. It was also about entering a completely other stage of life and taking on new responsibilities. Over there, he joined the Portland Fire Department, taking on a leadership role while also becoming a legal guardian for the two Darden boys. Even though fans missed seeing him with the rest of 51, his decision just felt right. Casey's choice came from love, and that's what made it so bittersweet. It was not that he didn't die a hero's death, but rather how he lived a hero's life. His return, his love, and his new beginning. When Matt Casey returned to Chicago Fire, it was like seeing an old friend return to your hometown once again. In Season 11 of the show, he made his big comeback for work-related priorities, but he also came back for love. He returned to brief the Chicago Fire Department on some major safety threats happening in Portland, proving that his leadership was still respected across departments. But what made fans happy was his finally meeting with Brett. https://u2.b/bz3hk1v3aey. Their relationship had survived distance and time apart, but it was finally time for him to break the chain. By the finale of Season 11, Casey got down on one knee and proposed to Brett, marking one of the most emotional moments in Chicago Fire history. And by Season 12, the two were married after years of waiting and what felt like endless ups and downs. His story came full circle. From losing his fiancée, Hallie, to dealing with near-death experiences, to finally finding peace and love. And this time, it was everything fans had hoped for. Casey may have traded the city's sirens for Oregon, but when he returned, he reminded everyone that once you're part of Firehouse 51, you never really leave. Matt Casey's exit from Chicago Fire was always about doing what he's always done, the need for wanting to put others first. His move to Oregon, his return to Chicago, and his reunion/marriage with Brett all showed that his story was never over, just evolving. He remains one of the most beloved characters in the series, a reminder that sometimes heroes save lives not just in fires, but in families too. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my sister wives to our channel and stay with TS.